Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Inside. And this is from writer-director Charles Williams, and focuses on the story of young Adrian Murfitt, played by Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Inside. And this is a new prison drama from writer-director Charles Williams, and focuses on Mel, played by Vincent Miller, a young inmate who is transferred from a juvenile facility in Australia to an adult prison. And his journey is really paralleled with two other prisoners: Australia's most despised criminal, played by Cosmo Jarvis, who is kind of a cult of personality inside this prison, as well as Guy Pearce's Warren, who is a soon-to-be-paroled prisoner. And this film really deals with this journey for both Mel and for Warren in terms of understanding rehabilitation and for consequences. And I feel like Vincent Miller, who plays Mel, does a really fine job of crafting this introspective character who, he's prompted to write this letter to his victim, and him explaining like he doesn't have remorse for what he did, or he doesn't feel bad for what he did, and these challenging thoughts that Mel is having that's contradictory to all of this programming set up for him. You have Cosmo Jarvis, who has a very specific way of talking in this, with his accent and his demeanor and his body language. It's a very specific kind of character that he creates, who, gets a voice, gets a platform, and becomes very influential in trying to sway over Mel. And it's probably not for Mel's best interest. And then you have this veteran presence from Guy Pearce, who has been through so much. He's so close to parole. He has this motivation of seeing his son, played by Toby Wallace, when he gets out. And this film does not pull punches in terms of snapping back to reality and realizing that not everything's going to work out so cleanly, so easily. And whether it's the expectations that are put on these prisoners to get them out of there, or for the expectations of coming back to the real world. And there's a really great sequence in this film where you do see Warren get paroled for a day and the challenges that he comes into. And I really appreciate these two different connections that Mel develops throughout this film. These two relationships are compelling and interesting and layered in terms of what they're trying to do. And this film does take some dark twists narratively, and a lot of this film is really about the soul of this young man, Mel, who is somebody who still has an opportunity to change and connect with the world around him, whereas you have Warren and this Mark Shepard person, played by Pearce and Jarvis respectfully, are kind of in their lots of life at this point. And it has its shocking moments. It has its thrilling and unnerving moments. It has those moments where you really question, like, what should we be doing with prisoners? This is an interesting film that Williams is able to craft. It is intense. It has layers. And it tells a compelling drama. And, this is not an easy film. This is a hard-hitting exploration. And I think Williams does a really fine job of pulling this together, having some interesting things to say while giving his cast the space, especially Pearce and Jarvis, to really craft some compelling characters that can help our main character as well as the audience learn a thing or two about life and the world around us. But those are my thoughts on Inside. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.